We'll take a fall trip to Northern Ontario and explore the question, where do broken hockey sticks go to die? Coming up next on the Wilderness Journal. Welcome to the Wilderness Journal with your host, Kyle Randall. Join us for a full half hour of outdoor excitement coming up next on the Journal. The Wilderness Journal is brought to you by Cabela's, the world's foremost outfitter. Everything you could possibly need to go out there, you can find in here. Cabela's, now in Dundee, Michigan. Cabela's, where the name says it all. And by ScentLock, the original. It's serious scent control hunting gear for the serious hunter. To get the most out of your time in the woods, wear ScentLock. It's the lightest, most effective scent control system. ScentLock. You get close and stay undetected. And by Wildlife Research Center brand products. Money-back guaranteed scents, lures, and odor control sprays. There's only one chance of a lifetime, so ask for them by name. That's Wildlife Research Center, the brand hunters count on.
Well, hey folks. Today, on the Wilderness Journal, we're going to answer the question, where do hockey sticks go to die? You know, once they're broken like this one is, what do you do with an old hockey stick? Well, we're going to take you to Canada, where they know how to put these to good use.
We were taking those big wooden baits back to Nakina, Ontario, back up to the strip cedar boats and the great friends and staff at the Esnagami Lodge. Joining me were my wife, Tina, and our host and lodge owner, Eric Lund. We were there to pitch hockey sticks, as I like to call them, and a lot of other kinds of lures for the monster pike of fall. We got in late in the afternoon of the first day, but Eric assured us there'd still be time after dinner to go throw a few casts. And it didn't take long at all to set the hooks in the very first fish of the trip.
Well, we got our first fish on a hockey stick. There he is. He's no monster, but I tell you what, he's pretty nice.
Yeah, he's not bad. You don't want to wear your arms out on the
No, you don't want to
yeah.
catch the great big fish the first day. But that's it, right there in Canada. Now he decides to become a wild man. That's what happens right there.
Now, there are more than one hook on that lure.
Yeah, there are. This looks bad for us on the home team. But there, my friends, is where hockey sticks go to die. And hopefully we're going to show you a whole lot more of that. This is just the first one. We're back up here at Esnagami Lodge. We're out with our good friend and host and lodge owner, Eric. We're going to take my wife, Tina, who's behind this bouncing camera, and these hockey sticks, and we're going to take you out and show you, hopefully, a whole bunch more of these toothy critters. It's not a bad start, boss.
Hey, now, do you believe me? You can catch him on a piece of wood like that?
On a hockey stick. Who figures? We better get him back in the water.
Nice fish.
Yeah, that's a great start. I'll take those pliers if you would. Thank you, Doctor.
It is amazing how many you miss when you're working these surface lures. They attack so hard, they just pop it out of the water sometimes.
Yeah, the sun's coming out to light that up.
That's a fat one.
Yeah, fall fish are, I love fall fishing for pike. Here, let me hold that up so folks can see him. Hopefully he won't flip too hard. Isn't that gorgeous? And when he grows up, he'll be a real fish.
He will.
I'm gonna put him back now. Before Tina gets seasick looking through that eyepiece. And away they go. That's what happens. You take a hockey stick, you cut this end off, that end off, screw 2 hooks in it, ba-bing, you got a fish bait. Let's go back to work. On the rocks. On the rocks.
With darkness fast upon us, Tina set the hook on her first fish of this trip.
There it is. I see it. It's a big walleye. Oh, yeah. Look at you. One more. Bring it right here.
Grab it. I've seen your landing techniques.
While giving me some static, Eric landed Tina's walleye, and it was a
Beautiful
beaut.
fish.
It is.
Thanks.
Nice job.
Yeah.
You want him to put that back?
Yes.
The lady says, dispose of it, sir.
All right, I will. I can't take credit for this one.
Wasn't too sure.
Well, you can.
That's nice. Good fish.
Long.
Yeah, it is long. Wiggly,
Just like a fish.
just like a fish.
It was getting dark and time to head for the barn. As we motored through that sunset, I couldn't help but start thinking about tomorrow. That's the way this place is. One great day leads into another, and the anticipation is almost as good as the realization. Joining Eric and I in the boat that next morning was Eric's lifetime friend, Dave Hagen. Now I gotta tell you right up front, Dave is a washed-in-the-blood Pike fanatic just like the rest
Well,
of
you
us.
were just saying that you put on that giant killer, but you take one that was 24 or 26.
And I got my wish.
I suppose he heard you.
A little shredder yet. See if we can get him in here a little closer.
Nice fish, boss. You
Yeah.
let that one go?
We're gonna turn him loose.
Alrighty. Well, it wasn't on a hockey stick, but it'll do.
It's a starter.
Well, David set the benchmark, and now it was Eric's turn to try and one-up him.
We did.
Our first cabbage of the day with a decent northern attached to the end of it. He's not done yet, I don't think.
There's a little splash for us.
Was it dry again?
Yeah, we dried out the lens.
That's not a bad fish there.
Oh, it's a real nice fish.
Now, I'm gonna try not to use the Kyle Randall approved northern landing technique.
What are you inferring?
I'm not inferring anything. Let's just say that we don't let Kyle land too many of his own fish.
Right.
Unless we want him to, you know.
Right. Yeah, right. I noticed you jumping right up there and getting mine for me on a regular basis. I gotta thank you for that.
No problem. Now this one's pretty much done. There we go.
That looked an awful lot like the Kyle Randall method of landing.
Yeah. Well, I keep my hand out of the mouth though.
Oh, see, I see. Now you gotta stick it to the TV guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, what'd you say, Kyle? Here, let me show that, folks. This is how your professional Canadian guide does this. Unlike us amateurs from the States.
Yeah. I guess I should have waited before I started digging into you, but
That's all right. You go right ahead and start anytime you feel it.
there we go. Gonna wash him off a little bit there. Nice fish.
It's a beautiful fish.
Well,
What we came for.
what we came for. Let's see, what do we got here? 40, no,
Huh.
30 inches.
Congratulations,
Thank
sir.
you, thank you.
And for $1, we'll cut that part where you dropped it out.
Okay, I'll double that.
Well, that's right. It's Canadian money.
Well, there's a good lesson. Always wait till the camera's turned off before you start teasing the guy who edits the show. We decided the only way to top a display like that was to head for lunch. So after a quick stop by a beaver lodge to pick up some pre-cut firewood, we got to frying up some pike fillets. Shore lunch, my friends, is a reason to go fishing all in itself.
This nice and fresh. Yeah, you can guarantee that anyway.
Well, after enjoying some great fillets and a gorgeous view from the dining room, we set back to fishing. And it wasn't long before Dave had a pike on a lure of his own device. Not exactly a hockey stick, but hey, it was working.
He went a little airborne. Puts a look.
There you are, folks, right into your living room.
Yeah. He's trying to remodify my modified lure.
Well, that's all right.
Put him back where he come from.
Yeah, see if he can live long enough to grow up. Yep, that's
I don't
back.
think that's a problem.
Well, good job, boss.
Well, thank you.
We decided to try a new location, and on the way I got a chance to check out Dave's custom-built lure. And if any of you still doubt that Pike are voracious feeders, remember, these tooth rakes were made by a little one.
There you go.
Okay, that was...
Just after arriving at the new spot, Eric had another good fish on, and there was an even bigger one chasing it.
Look at that one behind it, still there.
I'll throw this like a spin.
He's still there and he's bigger.
Oh, geez, he is.
I'm trying to. He's still sitting there. Oh, and you run him off. No, I bet he won't go far. He's come back twice behind this fish.
That's a hot fish.
Is that what that is?
I've heard. Whoa! Maybe I'll turn that drag in. Whoa! Hey!
Little air show.
Jumping jack. It's gonna go. Maybe I'll turn that drag down. Maybe I'll just hang on to my pole. He's still not quite done. You know, he's got that look about him. Just
Yeah, that look in his eye. Yeah, go ahead, reach
come
down
on.
here.
Put your hand down. All right.
Yeah, all right. Put that hand down here, mister.
We got him.
We're going to get out of the way. We've seen Eric's landing technique.
Yeah. Okay, well, he's going to make this pretty easy. This part anyway. And that one's a little, got a little bit bigger shoulders on it than that first one.
Dandy fish.
And if he jumps, I'm going to head him in the direction of where he came from. Beautiful fish. Nice and wide, clean, gorgeous.
Another hockey stick dies.
Another hockey stick.
Oh, nice job, boss.
Thank you. That was good.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'll go ahead. Whatever you say. Well,
Eric takes direction well.
can I put that on your hand?
You can.
Watch close. This fish, the one above the arrow, had intended to eat that 30-incher Eric caught. Well, on the way back in that evening, we saw the stacks of logs that the guys had cut and peeled in preparation for building the new dining room up at Esnagami Lodge. And I thought to myself as I sat there, boy, I'm glad I'm on the fishing end of this detail. The next morning, the third day of our trip, Tina and I were back to pitching hockey sticks and looking for big pike. I know there's a fish down here. I felt him pulling. Oh, look. It's a monster Esnagami pike. Holy boy. Okay, that's enough of that. Come here, you little fart. Just a little smaller version of what we've been looking for.
You got a walleye on a hockey stick. Well, it's a Canadian fish. Well, hold on here and I'll get that for you. There's too many hooks for you to reach for that.
There. That's a nice little lunch fish right there. Easy, Bubba. Easy, Bubba. Those are a lot of hooks, and I don't need any of them in me. Nice job. That's all right. You said you wanted to catch some walleye. There they are. You're going to put that one back?
Yep, good job.
Okay. Little fish slime on your hand too, that's right. You earned it. On a hockey stick, you gotta love that. That's an aggressive fish, or as Eric would say, a hot fish. That's a hot fish.
You got a fish?
We got that fish off, and not 20 minutes later,
Keep the line tight. Don't give him any slack. Don't work him too hard. Don't horse him. Put him in a boat. Come on, work him up here. Am I helping?
No.
No? Looks like a good fish. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at you.